Hey viewers, we're not going to get to the pedals of the 1984 Univega Superstrata. Um, the AX model, Durace AX, had the Dyna Drive pedal system. As you can see, you have a pretty big screw-on bolt here that goes onto the crank. This is 1 inch, and what this did, it allowed to have a drop in the pedal, allowing the foot to sit lower, and which lowered you on the bike a little bit. It also centered the ball of your foot to the end of the crank arm. They felt this gave you more power and more aerodynamics by dropping you down, but this only lasted, I think, about 2 or 3 years. So anyway, nice looking pedal though. What we're going to do is we're going to be sanding this to get these scratches off the bottom. I'm going to get this camera a little closer, and hopefully you can see those scratches there. And they're not too deep. Deepest ones are right there on the edge, right there. So we're going to be starting with a 220 grit, and I'll be doing the whole surface of the bottom of the pedal here. I won't be doing this part, just the bottom here, but we'll be getting everywhere on here just to keep it uniform. There's a little oxidation that builds up on these, and if you only do one area, it looks kind of funny, gives a funny appearance to the aluminum. So we'll get to sanding with the 220, and I'll show you what that looks like after that. Okay, so we just got done with the 220 grit. Went all over, and as you can see, we got those scratches out of there. Of course, we got scratches all over it now, but we went ahead and did all over to make it uniform. But we got those deep ones out up there, and they were right along here. And you can feel it smooth now. Got these scratches and those here. So what we're going to do next is go over it with the 400 grit. 400 will be next, and then we'll go ahead and get that done, and then show you what it looks like after the 400. Okay, we just got done with the 400 grit. So we got the scratches a little finer there. We got rid of more of the oxidation that I noticed was building up on here, and we got that evened out and all over. And again, we're just doing this one side here. We'll be cleaning this side, buffing that out, but we won't be seeing, there are no scratches there. So, and there we go. Next we'll be hitting it with the 600. Okay, we're done with the 600 grit, and you can see we got things a little smoother now. All around there, a couple of spots there was a spot right inside here that looked like a little shaded area, and I kept going over it with the 6, and it wasn't going away real well. So I went back down to the 400 grit right in there to get it out, and got it out. Then of course went back over it with the 6, so got that all looking the same there. And that's what I mean by you want it to look all uniform and no lighter areas or darker areas on there, that areas you might have missed. So again, that's the 6, and we'll next go to the 800 grit, and I'll show you what it looks like then. We're getting there. Okay, now we're done with the 800 grit, and you can see we're getting a little more shine in there, and a little more smoother all over. Got on the inside there, and trying to get the inside this groove in here. Make sure to stick your nail in there with the, of course, with the sandpaper underneath it, of course, and just go along that ridge. Get everywhere you can. I also do use some water. I dip it in a little bit of water when I wet sand it. Usually with most of them, it depends with the 220, but sometimes I even used water, a little wet sand with the 220. But most of these higher grades, I definitely use water with. So well, that's how we're looking right now, and we'll get on with next. We're going to jump to 1500, and you'll see it'll get a little, well, actually a lot more shinier. Oh, here we go. Okay, now we just finished with the 1500, and you can see it's getting a lot shinier here, and getting rid of most of those little streaks on there. But we're going to hit it with the 2000 next, and it'll be really shiny. And then we'll hit it, buff it out with the Simichrome, and that'll really shine it up, polish it up really nice. So we're just about done with this, and it's looking pretty good. So let's get on with the last 2000 grit here, and here we go. Okay, we just finished with the 2000 grit, and we got the major scratches off there. It looks a little, those little swirl marks, but the Simichrome should take that off. So this is what we're looking like right now, and I'll show you what it looks like after we hit it with the Simichrome. Now we'll put it on with a paper towel and rub it in really well, and then we'll buff it out with a microfiber cloth, and we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, all done. Got here's the Simichrome that we used to buff it out with, to rub it in there. And here we go, all done, all buffed out. Got those deep scratches up out there, the ones around the rim there, and got it all polished up, ready to go with the assembly. Actually, we're going to go ahead and Simichrome this side too. I haven't done that yet, but we'll go ahead and get this buttoned up after we get this buffed out here with the Simichrome. And that's it. Hope that helps. And any questions, just leave some comments below. Thanks for watching.